Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel, and please do not forget to subscribe if this is your first time of seeing my video or if you have not subscribed already. Alright, so if you are looking at getting a scholarship for your undergraduate study, that is bachelor's degree program, then this video is for you. So you may want to check it out and see if it is something that you are interested in and see what is expected of you. So the spotlight today on our school review is actually Qatar University. We know that Qatar is actually in the Middle East, and they have some scholarship programs strictly for undergraduate studies. So this is going to be like a very brief video, so you can look at types of scholarships they have and what is actually required of you in order to benefit from this program. Now they have several universities. First and foremost, this is the URL if you are interested. So you can see the URL from here, and then it will take you straight to this page. And then you have a lot of scholarships here. You have the competitive scholarship, you have the non-competitive, and you have other scholarships. And then here you have the scholarship timeline, and there are terms and conditions for continuing the scholarship, and then important definitions. So these are like the page that is really very necessary for you to go through to understand. Now let's just go straight into this competitive scholarship. Now you can see there are different types of scholarship. You can even see it's written here, scholarship types. So they have under this competitive scholarship, you have this type of scholarships, and you also have the non-competitive scholarship. You have this and this. Yeah, depending on your nationality, you may not be able to qualify for some. For example, something like this is actually reserved for like people within that like Qatari axis. So you may not really be qualified for this if you are from maybe like let's say in Africa continent or maybe in another continent. So these are, you have to just focus on the ones that you qualify for. So for the purpose of this video, I'm just going to focus on international students, and this is actually the scholarship that anybody, irrespective of the country where you come from, you can benefit from this. So opening this international student scholarship, you will see that the university gives this scholarship to international students who are applying for undergraduate programs. So students who transfer from other universities to Qatar University, visiting students, non-degree applicants, and applicants seeking a second bachelor's degree are not eligible for this scholarship. So it simply means that if you have a bachelor's degree somewhere in another world, like in another country, you do not qualify. If you are transferring from one university to Qatar University, you are not qualified. If you are a visiting student, you are not qualified. And then if you are running like some diploma program, some non-degree certification, you do not qualify. So those who are qualified are those who have never studied at the university before, and they are coming for undergraduate studies at this university. So the applicant is requested to apply for this scholarship during the announced application period. Applicants for this scholarship are selected on a competitive basis, meaning that they have criteria. It's not like when you apply for it, you get it. Unlike the non-competitive one, which is down, which actually does not really concern us in this video because it is more for the Qataris and from those maybe from the Arab world, right? So those non-competitive, when you just apply, that means it is 100% certain that you're getting it. But this is competitive, so that means maybe they could also have like some criterias like your previous high school scores and the rest of it, right? So recruiting international students of outstanding academic performance, meaning that in your high school, your high school grade, which will be shown in your transcripts, must be very, very high before you can benefit from this. So what does this scholarship covers? It covers 100% tuition fee waived. You are also exempted from buying textbooks like the fee, and you also get stipend like 500 Qatari money every month. You also have housing, student housing for free, which also includes transportation to and fro from campus to dormitory to where you live. And then you also have annual round trip tickets back to your country, and also you get residence permits under Qatar University sponsorship. So this is like the whole package, and this is really very good, very very good, because you will be studying for free, so to say. You are not buying books, and you have free housing, and you also get stipend, and you also get flight tickets once every year to your country and back to the university. So this is really very good. So if you are interested, please check out this page and see what is required of you. Now, looking at the requirements, you see that number one, you must have a high school certificate or its equivalent, meaning that you must have a high school certificate which will be given to you by your high school, and you have a minimum high school average of 95%. So this is more like you're one of the top performing people who graduated from like your high school. Your score has to be a minimum of 95%. So the higher you get, the higher your chances are, because remember, this is a competitive based scholarship. So you have to have that in mind. Applicants must receive the final acceptance in the university, meaning that you have to apply for the course like naturally. You go to the website, you apply naturally, then you apply for the scholarship. So once you're admitted, then the scholarship applies, because you can't just apply for scholarship when you do not even have admission from that school, right? So then the number four, the applicants must meet the admission requirements for the college that they apply to, meaning that you have read, just like what I said, you have to apply for a course, then get admitted before you can benefit from the scholarship. So this scholarship should be utilized starting from the semester in which the scholarship was awarded. The start of the study can be postponed for one semester if necessary, conditional of approval of the scholarship. If necessary, conditional of approval of the scholarship committee. So if the student does not pass his or her first semester, the scholarship will be cancelled and the student will be informed by QU email. So meaning that you are expected to start this scholarship should like originally take effect from the semester it is intended to, which is like if you are applying for, let's say, 2025-2026 academic section, it starts from the first semester, right? So let's say if there are some certain condition, like some condition that are really 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 very necessary, or that has like great weight, they can actually waive it for one semester. And this is not something that you can just go on your own. It has to be approved by the admission committee, the scholarship committee. So condition for continuing the scholarship, because once you are given scholarship, I think this applies for all scholarships that you receive, even all over the world. If you receive scholarship, does not mean that they get to leave you alone. No, there are conditions to scholarship, and that is why it is called scholarship. So number one is that you have to maintain a minimum CGPA of 3 out of 4. Then students must successfully complete a minimum of 12 hours per semester, meaning that the courses you have to take, it has to be nothing less than 12 hours per semester, right? So students must remain registered continuously, meaning that you have to be a student. You shouldn't lose your student status maybe at any point, right? And one of the reasons why you can lose your student status as a scholarship student is if you do not attend lectures. Because if you do not attend school, and most of these courses you have to have like a certain percentage of attendance before you can even qualify to write the exam or even pass the course. So this is very compulsory, and to be very honest, if you are a sponsored student, I don't see why you should deregister from a program, due to the fact that you're not attending classes. Then number four, the student should not exceed the period for graduation according to his or her study plan. So if you take a 3-year course of study, you are expected to graduate in 3 years. If you take 4 years course of study, you're expected to graduate in 4 years. There is no spillage, right? Or else you lose the status of that scholarship. Recipients of the scholarship are expected to adhere to academic regulations, policies, and procedures of Qatar University. Then number six, you must abide to the general condition to keep the scholarship. So you have to go there, read about it, and the rest of it. So upon receiving the application, the scholarship committee may consider the applicant's standard test score in IELTS and then maybe in SATs and other criteria things that they may ask of you. Required documents. Applicants for this scholarship are not required to submit any documents except the documents required for admission. So meaning you don't have to do anything special. So I don't know how it is when you are applying. Okay, I think it is actually under here how to apply. Okay, let's see this. International students applicants may apply to this scholarship through the online admission application. In the scholarship application section during the announced application period, international students must submit the original high school transcripts and required documents during the application period for international students to Qatar University to the following address. So you are expected to mail your original transcripts to this address. So meaning that when you are applying for your study, I think there might be a section where you have to, let me see if it does not require me to create an account. Okay, it may require you to create an account. I don't want to create accounts in this video for this because I really don't. Just you can just click, go through this place, sign up, and then I think when you are filling your application, then there might be a section where they might ask you if you want to consider the scholarship. Maybe you could just tick it or whatever, but there will definitely be a section because they announced it here. So you just have to indicate interest. So you don't have to submit any other additional documents. The only documents which you use in applying for the university or for the course of study in this university, it's sufficient for the whole procedure. So application and evaluation procedure. Students apply for admission and scholarship using this online. We talked about it. The applicants will be evaluated after the deadline of the online scholarship application. An initial conditional acceptance letter will be sent to the nominated students. After receiving admission decision in the university will apply for visas and the student will be notified accordingly. This is very beautiful, meaning that it is the school that will apply for visa for you. And the truth is that when schools apply for visa for you, there is high tendency that you will get your visa, right? And then number four, the final admission and scholarship decision will be sent to the student by email according to the announced timeline. So this is for the international student. This is really very beautiful. I saw it and I felt like, okay, I needed to share this. There might be people who might be interested. And really, if you are looking at studying for your undergraduate, bachelor's, and you do not hold any BSc degree prior to now, I would strongly advise you to check this out and apply. You never can say. So these other scholarships are actually like does not apply to international students. This has to do with Qatari, and this other one, all these ones gone through them, it's just for the Qataris. Then there is another one which is talent scholarship requirements and how to apply. So this scholarship actually applies to students who are already existing there. So it means like in terms of literature, in terms of research, in terms of technology, and the rest of it. So you can actually apply to this school, and then when you get there, when you are admitted, you can actually apply for this because you have to like be excelling, So this is it. So you can see you get 1,000 unlike the other one. So you're exempted from tuition, you're exempted from textbook, you get this, and then you were granted guaranteed to be admitted to the desired program of study upon meeting the minimum program admission requirements. So, except for medicine and dental medicine. So, you can also apply for this. You need to get about 80, and but you have to be very good in terms of like, you know, research, technology, innovation, literature, acting, in athleticism. So you can see like maybe the list of athleticism could be here of what you should be good at. Yeah, could be here. Yeah, all right, you see the same page. So yeah, this is all that you have here, and then go through this and see what is required of you. It's more like similar thing, and here these are the things you require. Okay, required documents for this type of you don't have to be a student before you can actually apply for this. Looking at this properly, it means that okay, these are like requirements. Of course, you have to have high school minimum of 80. Remember, the other one that is competitive is 95%. This is 80. And applicants must meet the minimum requirements of the program he or she wishes to join. Applicants must submit the final transcripts of the 11th grade with a minimum average of 80%. Applicant must submit the final transcript of the first semester of the 12th grade with a minimum of 80%. Applicant must provide a minimum of 2 letters of recommendation to support application from prestigious entities relevant to the area of talent. Applicant must submit a portfolio letter presenting his or her talents and proving the recent achievements in the field of talent, especially in one of the following areas in scientific research, which includes all literary and scientific field, technology and innovation, literature, acting, for male, media, and athleticism. So it means you have to have done something. Let's say maybe in your high school you did a lot of athleticism, you participated in sports, you published journals and the rest of it. So if you have done something like this is your time to shine. This is your time to apply and just present everything. Now for sports, look at what they wanted. For male, you have football, racket games, handball, volleyball, basketball, athletics, and swimming. Then for female, football, racket game, handball, volleyball, and basketball. So these are the requirements, and then you are expected to like send them like a portfolio and the rest of it. So this is really very straightforward, and I think I am employing you to actually go through this website in details and see what is required of you. So this is where I actually don't want this video to be so long. So this is where I'll be drawing the curtain, and if you have any question, please do not hesitate to drop it in the comment section and I will respond to your question. So please, if you have not subscribed to my YouTube channel, please do so and share this video to anybody you feel that will benefit from this. And until my next video, I'll see you later. Bye.